How are you folks doing? I thought I would bring you along with my shuffle practice today. This is just something that most magicians and sort of most con men will do every single day, and it is just to keep your hands all sort of loose and all good to go, just in case that all important card game pops up and you want to be able to sort of cheat or kind of make your odds a bit better at it. Just now it looks like I'm just freely shuffling and fairly shuffling, to be quite honest. But I'm not. I'm actually tracking a few cards in here. So at this point in time, I know about sort of 23rd down, which is there, will be the Ace of Spades. Now, with this, I need to follow that up with the other aces. We always need to have a few cards in here that we know the positions of, just in case we kind of mess this one up. It means we can always go for a second try on something of equal value. So this will be the Ace of Hearts, I believe. Now, right next to the Ace of Hearts was the Ace of Clubs, I'm sure, if I peeked it right. So that means I don't need to do a shuffle again. All I need to do is just do the cut, and just with that cut, that will be the Ace of Clubs. And the final card, the Ace of Diamonds, is always the toughest. You can just throw it out that way if you like, and that will be the Ace of Diamonds. So that's how we would track cards as we go through and as we shuffle. The next thing that we would want to do would be to sort of play a little game or put it in a sort of game scenario. So in our case, we'll pop a good card in each player's hand, and we'll have one good card ourselves. And that just means when we're going to start playing this game and we start going through everything, we know that they've got a card that we want. So once we need to cheat, we need to pull that card out of their hand and pop it into ours. So everyone will get a couple of cards as well. I'll just tuck a couple under there just to make it feel like a normal game. There we go. And I know that there's a card in each of these hands that I want to get. So I'll leave the aces face up just to make it a bit easier for you to follow when everything happens. So this card will get switched out, and it happens just like that. Now don't panic if you didn't see it happen from the get-go. Not a lot of people do. It's kind of one of those things that they think it's just turned face down, but it isn't. It is actually gone from there. Now, because the first one happens a bit quickly, I'll go a little bit slower on this one. So I'll just pop that into the center of that packet there for you. I'll square everything up, and that's the moment when it happens. The card just goes. It's one of those things that once you know what you're looking for, you won't be able to miss it. So I can't tell you exactly what it is, but at that point you can even turn everything over and you can see everything from the other side. The card has just been stolen out and switched in. With the hearts, this is my favourite, because you don't have to do any of the sort of funny moves with this one. If you just pop it, did you see it happen? That's that one gone as well. And again, you can count through and show that that card is absolutely gone. Now, for the cheating to be sort of any which way beneficial for us, we want to put it into our packet that we've got here. And if it's in our packet, that should mean all other three aces will come to match up with the Ace of Spades there. Now, of course, being able to cut to them as we did is great, and also being able to steal cards out from other hands in play is fantastic as well. However, most of the time things will happen in a deal. The quickest and easiest way to show this would be as if we threw in these other aces just like that and lost them into random parts of the deck. And we're going to look at this as if we were playing with the Ace of Spades being the first card dealt out in our hand. So if we deal down to this and just dealt out the rest just like this, it would mean you would see the moment anything would happen. If anything was fish in there, you would understand that it was. Because it's very hard to kind of cheat a deal and make it look natural. However, in our case, of course, it's something that we absolutely must be able to do if you want to get very far in this. And if any of that looks suspicious or fishy at any point, you'll probably end up with your legs broken at the very least. This is just my little shuffling sort of training and practice. It's a fun little thing I do most days just for the fun of it. And as I said before, most con men and sort of most magicians or quote unquote gamblers will do the same. Have fun, folks.